Hello everybody, it is Mr. Modern Financials here, and in this video, I want to go over some tips and tricks for newer users and maybe even older users of the VeVe Collectibles app, which is a NFT marketplace slash AR environment that is really growing in popularity. Especially with MTL around the corner and IMX migration around the corner, basically moving the NFTs onto Ethereum, a specific L2 on Ethereum that is very environmentally friendly, very cheap to use, very efficient. And I suspect that the VeVe app is going to be getting a lot of new users over the next year. So I want to make this video for anyone who is thinking about getting into it or who might have already just gotten into it or maybe been into it for a little while but hasn't learned all the the tricks of the trade. So I'm going to go over some tips that could help you in buying and selling NFTs. Number one, when you buy an NFT from a blind box or whatever and you're going to sell it, right? You bought it, maybe you bought it to flip, or maybe it's not your favorite one and the money's too good, you need the money at the moment, whatever the reason. You want to sell the NFT. Look at the mint number. Look at the mint number. I see all the time on the VeVe subreddit where people get huge bargains on low mint number NFTs, probably from new users who don't realize that mint number adds to valuation. So you might look at your NFT, look at Marketplace, oh, the floor is $200. But if you have a low mint number, you might be able to list it for quite a bit more than that. Potentially 40 to 50% more. I've seen low mint numbers go for a lot more, even if the rarity is the same. So let's say it's a common, right? Let's pretend it's a common NFT, but it has a low mint number. You have to check that, because if not, and trust me, I'm only making this tip because it happens all the time. New users don't look at mint numbers, or they don't realize it, and they sell it for whatever the normal price is on the marketplace, and they end up getting gypped because someone else sees that low mint number, they go and buy it, and they flip it for even more, or maybe they keep it because low mint number adds a lot of valuation. Now, what is low is, kind of subjective, but, basically anything where you're talking about, less digits, right? Where it's really a low mint number, and you don't really have to, read too much of the numerical string. So that is one key tip. Look at mint numbers. Now, the next tip I have for VeVe users is, while rarity is very important, a lot of commons could actually go for quite a bit of money, all right? A lot depends on, simply put, the supply and demand. I'm not sure, there's a lot of people who don't really get economics, and I understand that it's kind of a complex subject, but all NFTs are based on the supply and demand of that NFT. How many are there for sale, and how many people want it, or how much do people want it, okay? And the key here is, there might be a common NFT, but it's for a great franchise, like a Marvel franchise, a popular one. And let's say there's a movie coming out around the corner. That NFT could go up a lot more, even though it's a common. So the next, tip is, don't overlook common NFTs. There's been some Marvel and Spider-Man NFTs that are common, but have, 5-6x in value because of the new Spider-Man movie, and because it's just such a great franchise and there's so many fans for it. So the next tip is, don't overlook the common NFTs. The final tip I have for you goes for people who are mostly into the flipping. Me personally, I'm more of a buy and holder. I do some flipping. If I take a shot at a drop, I'm not super into the franchise, but I see some potential to make some money and put it into other franchises, I'll do a flip. But I'm more of a buy and holder. But for people who are actively doing flipping, you have to take into consideration the fees that go along with that. There are fees whenever you sell an NFT. Usually they're not huge, usually they're under 10%, but those can add up. So if you buy an NFT, let's say on open marketplace, and it goes up 10 gems, right? It might not really be worth it to flip it because of the fee, and that will eat into your profit. So I don't really recommend flipping for small profit margins. This isn't like day trading where you could just make tons of trades a day for pennies per trade, right? This isn't like that because of there's fees. And I actually don't mind the fees because it does discourage too much flipping, which I think is good for the marketplace. So when you're looking to sell an NFT, you really need to be looking at, you're at least making, let's say 15, 20 gems minimum of profit on it. Otherwise, it's not really worth it in my opinion. And the risk reward factor of just holding that NFT a little bit longer is definitely, in my opinion, not financial advice, but in my opinion, much more worth it, especially with the fact it's simple economics. More people are going into the app every day, putting more gems in. That's increasing the market cap. Yes, there's going to be a cash out option in the future, which I think will have a short correction, but I think in the long term it's going to be very good. And I made a video on that in the couple days ago. I made a video on why MTL is a good thing. For those who don't know, MTL is the money transferring license that allows users to cash out their gems or transfer out their gems. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, I think that's you can't be doing flipping every second, right? If you're not able to at least make 20 gems on a flip, it's really not worth it. Especially considering the fee. You say you make 10 gems and then, there's a 10% fee. Oh, now you're only making 9. So I think that's how math works. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share it. Check out my other VeVe video in the description. I will link it there. Share this video and comment your thoughts down below. Any other tips I should have included for new users. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a great day.